Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, for all you guys who might not know, guys, we're getting into it with Iran right now, right? There's the rockets, red glare, the bombs bursting in air, right? All this stuff going on right now. And guys, you have all of these knuckleheaded, strong, and independent 304s, and the wokey wokes, and the media are actually supporting Iran.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Absolutely insane, right? And guys, there's actually some Iranian chicks that are sounding off online saying, how are you dunderheads actually supporting Iran? How are you effinists and stuff actually trying to support Iran? Don't you know how women are actually treated there? Right? Guys, I would never live in Iran. Because honestly.
That shit is a two-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
So guys, we're going to go to the dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at some of these Iranian chicks actually telling these wokey woke chicks what's what about how women are actually oppressed in Iran, right? But before we do that, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50304s. That's linked in the description, so go check that out. Join my Discord. Check out the playlist at the end. And guys, I'm offering memberships now, so please hit the join button or the link in the description. I really appreciate all you guys that are already members. Thanks so much for that. Guys, look, this chick right here is going to tell us what she saw about Iran on TikTok. Watch this.
I want to be set free from the American propaganda, from the American media, okay? Because why am I seeing a slideshow of people taking photos of their homes in Iran because of everything that's going on with Israel? And their homes look so beautifully decorated.
Look at that.
It looks something out of Pinterest. I feel so ashamed right now because I'm over here thinking, Iran, any like Middle Eastern country is mainly just desert. Like, yeah, there's big cities, like major cities, major suburban areas, but it's mainly just desert. But that's the American media, the American propaganda that is being fed to us.
Abolish the Department of Education right this second, right now.
Look at that, guys. So this chick with the glasses, right?
You stupid woman.
She thinks that Iran's some amazing place. And that America's this evil, evil place. And yay, right? Come on. Look at this. Someone says, OMG, she can't be serious. The people are so uneducated. This person says, I've seen protests already. They moved on so fast from deportations. Facts. Facts. Guy says, why don't you move there since you hate America? Facts. Yep. Clown world. Now, guys, here we have a woman who's actually from Iran, all right? And she's going to let these dumbasses know exactly how it is to be a woman in Iran. Let's go.
Hello everyone, so this video is for the people who are backing up Iran right now, mostly Democrats, that they are supporting Iran right now.
Look at that.
So I want to go over a few rules and laws in Iran about women. Basically, it's everything against what Democrats believe. So if you're a woman in Iran, they see you as a half a brain. So you don't have the full brain. So let's say if you witnessed a murder and you're a woman and you want to go to the court and say that you witnessed a murder, there should be 3 women. So your witness, like your words, will be approved in the court. Versus if it's a man and it witnessed a murder, only 1 man is enough. Why? Because they say women have half a brain. If you're a woman in Iran, you have kids and you want to divorce, you only can have that child until 7 years. After 7 years, your child is for your husband, and he can come and take the child away from you, and you might never ever see your child again. Or if he doesn't want to, he can leave this child with you, and there is nothing that you can do about it. If you're a woman in Iran and you want to divorce your husband, oh, you have to go through hell. But if your husband wants to divorce you, it's super easy for them. If you're a woman in Iran and you're being beaten up by your husband, and me as your neighbor call the police and say, my neighbor is, hitting his wife to death, police will do nothing. They will say, well, it's a family matter and it is his wife. So basically, a wife for a man is like an object, just like they bought a car or something. So they will not interfere, and they will say that it's their personal problem, it's not our problem. If you're a woman in Iran and you want to travel, out of country, you have to have the approval from your father if you're single.
Look at that.
Or your brother if you don't have a father. If you're married, you have to have the approval from your husband. So basically your husband has to sign a paper that gives you the permission to leave the country. And let's say your husband said you can't keep the kid. Until that kid is 18 years old, you have no right over that kid.
Look at that.
Basically, if you want to leave the country, the kid cannot leave the country unless the father approves it and give the permission. If you're a woman in Iran, you can never become a judge.
Look at that.
Because they say women decide with their emotions, so they cannot be a good judge.
I mean, that is true, right, guys?
If you're a woman and you walk into your home and you see your husband with another woman and you get mad and you kill them, you will be hanged. But if you're a man, you walked in a room and get your husband with another man, you can kill both of them and nothing's gonna happen to you. In Iran, you will be hanged if you kill someone. That's the punishment. But if you're a woman and you kill someone and your punishment is hanging, but you are virgin, they will first rape you before they hang you.
Look at that.
I know that you can't even put this in your imagination, but that is true. Because in Islam, you cannot hang a virgin woman. In Iran, if a woman does not want to sleep with the husband and have sex, and the husband basically force you and kind of rape you, actually, it does not count as a rape. So your husband can basically force you to have a sex, and there is nothing that you can do about it. In Iran, a woman cannot sing. No man can hear your voice singing. In Iran, if you're a woman and you get raped, do you know what's the first thing that they ask you? What did you do that they raped you? As a woman in Iran, we get sexually assaulted every day. Me, myself, I've been in Iran for 27 years. I've been sexually assaulted every day. Not by raping, but you're walking in the street. They will touch your butt. They will touch you. They will say nasty things in your ear. You're not safe anywhere. You sit in taxi, a man next to you, they will touch you. There is nothing you can do really about it. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of choosing your sexuality, forget about it. You want to be a bisexual, you want to be gay, you want to be lesbian in Iran, forget about it. You can be, but there's going to be consequences for that, and you better not be caught. And this was just a very, very small amount of the things that's going on in Iran against women. So next time that any person that lives in Europe and in America and they want to support Iran's government, just think about all this, and shame on you if you do.
Look at that, guys. Right? So basically, she's trying to say all of you American chicks that are trying to march and support Iran over America, you guys are a bunch of morons, right? Absolutely insane. Look at this. This person says people support Iran only to disagree with Orange Man. Someone says that Democrats dress as handmaids and say no kings and also stand with Iran. It's absurd. Look at that. Someone says Democrats will still stand with Iran even after hearing the truth. Someone says this is Islam, not just Iran. Look at that, guys. What a mess. What an absolute mess. These young chicks, especially these college-educated, upper middle class white chicks, these awfuls, the average white female urban leftists, right? This is what they support, guys. They're so brainwashed. They're so stupid. They're so dumb, right, that they support this clown world. Now, guys, here's another Iranian chick, all right? And she's going to give these dunder-headed wokey wokes what's for, right? She's going to let them know what's going on. Let's go.
How did we go from chanting woman life freedom to defending the same regime that murders women for showing their hair? This isn't Iraq 2.0. This isn't a Marvel movie where America is equal to bad and everyone else is equal to hero.
There you go.
This is real life Handmaid's Tale, and you Yes, you, the progressive, are cheering for a regime that rapes, hangs, and shoots women into silence. In Iran, a woman's testimony counts as half in court. Girls as young as 9 can be married off legally. In 2004, Atefe, a 13-year-old girl, was raped repeatedly and then hanged publicly for crimes against chastity by a legitimate court. Yes, let that sink in. In 1988, during the Iran-Iraq war, the Ayatollah gave 20,000 Iranian children plastic keys to heaven. Then they were told to walk over landmines to clear the path for grown men to follow. Same year, 30,000 political prisoners were executed without trial. They were leftists, dissidents, activists for women and queer rights, and before the women were hanged, they were raped by the prison guards so they wouldn't die as virgins and reach heaven. That's the system some of you are defending in the name of anti-imperialism. You remember Masa Amini, right? Killed for not wearing a hijab properly in 2022? Well, what happened after that? Over 450 protesters were shot publicly on the streets. Women were beaten, sexually abused, tortured. Videos abound of them being forcibly taken in vans and their fathers crying and begging the IRGC to spare them, not rape them in prison. And now, you're telling me hands off Iran? You're siding with the regime because you hate the West, because Gaza, because capitalism? Do you even know who bleeds when you make that choice? Because while you sip your latte and repost a Palestinian flag, a real woman in Iran is fighting for her life against monsters. And next time someone tells you this is about oil or empire, imperialism, ask them this. How many girls have you seen hanged from cranes? How many 13-year-olds have you watched be raped and killed in the name of God? Because Iranians have. And if you're defending this regime, you're not anti-war. You're anti-woman, anti-freedom, anti-truth. The Iranian people don't need your TikTok geopolitics. They need your voice, your spine, your clarity. Because if we let this Islamic fascism win in Iran, it won't stop there. It'll knock on the doors of London, Paris, Delhi, New York. It won't spare the keffiyeh-wearing Karens who spoke for it. Freedom for Iran is in charity. It's your future. Choose wisely.
There you go, guys. See? So all these wokey wokes, right? So they're out there in the streets trying to support, all this foolishness over there in the sand, right? And actually standing with Iran. How stupid can people be? Yeah, we're going to increase support for Iran. Guys, we all know what we want to increase.
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I'm finna increase is my motherfucking fist across your goddamn face. That's what the fuck, that's what's about to get increased.
Look at that, guys. Guys, and this is why women just shouldn't talk about politics, right, guys? Because we all know what I say about a woman and politics.
A woman in politics is like a donkey doing calculus.
Guys, let me know what you think. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good one.